Hi everyone, welcome back to Wilde Reads. My name is Dave. Welcome back to another GinWag, everyone. My chatty style videos. This is GinWag number 6. And I've got quite a lot to catch up with you with. So I'm trying to do these monthly now so they become a regular thing. Today's GinWag comes to you with Boodle's gin. And I have one here. Here's one I made earlier. I've featured this gin before, but it is really nice. This was recommended to me by a viewer or a subscriber, and I hadn't tried it previously. It's been on the channel before, I think GinWag number 3 or number 4. It's really good. So this is British London dry gin, and it's really tasty. So I have been enjoying it. This corner may look a bit different now. Have I introduced the hardback section? I think I'm gonna do a bookshelf tour or book library type tour sometime in the next sort of few months because a couple of people have asked to see it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. What have I got? I've got loads to talk to you about. I've made a little list here. So what's been happening in the month since we last caught up? Sorry, I'm a bit dry because I'm bulk filming these today. So this is my 3rd video on the spin. So I think I deserve a gin. So chin chin everyone. And let's have a GinWag. Chin chin and let's dive in. So anyway, so what's been happening with me and my bookish life in the last month or so? Right at the beginning of the month, I was very, very lucky to receive, I'm very honoured to receive an invitation to my first ever book launch. It was up in Bedford, so it's about an hour and a half away from where I live. And myself and Vicky got an invite and we went along to Bedford to a bookshop called the Eagle Bookshop, and this was to celebrate the launch of Ruth Hogan's book. I was delighted to get an invite. Ruth invited me along, and then I received an invite from the publisher, which is Two Roads, and it was a lovely, lovely evening. Met some really good people, met Ruth's agent, Ruth's editor, Ruth's publicist, and there's some really, really interesting bookie people there as well. Ruth's husband was there and everyone that was close to Ruth, and I was absolutely bowled over to be mentioned in Ruth's speech, just sort of thanking me for the support that I'd given her first novel, The Keeper of Lost Things. So it was a brilliant evening, really, really did enjoy it. Also met Joe Heap, who's got a brilliant book coming out in the next couple of months, more about that to follow. It was just a really, really good evening. Vicky enjoyed herself as well. Fantastic to meet Ruth for the first time, because we've been talking on social media for months now. So it was a really, really good evening. This is the 100th video, everyone. This is the 100th video that I have uploaded to BookTube. I don't know where the time has gone, but it has gone. I thought I'd mark it with a sort of GinWag, and it's coincided this week really with recently the channel's gone over 2,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. I'm so pleased that it's grown that far. It's not a year old yet until the 31st of July, so I'm still thinking what I can do for when the channel is a year old. I'm going to mark it in some way, not quite sure. If you've got any ideas or suggestions what I could do for the channel's first year birthday, then please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear some ideas. I've got a few, but I'm not sure I'm just not sure yet. I'm just mulling some ideas over. This GinWag, the video you are watching now, is the 100th video. So cheers everyone, cheers to another 100 videos. Also I launched, I'm doing a Q&A to celebrate 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't yet asked me a question, then I shall link my Q&A video down below this video. So please, 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 I'm after more questions. Ask me anything bookish, non-bookish, just put your questions down below. And I'll be answering them probably next week sometime. I'll be doing that. Buddy reading I'm really getting into. You would have seen, no, you wouldn't have seen it yet because it hasn't come out yet. That's coming out on Tuesday with my May wrap-up. I didn't want to make a wrap-up video, the 100th video, so this is why the GinWag is coming out before the wrap-up. So yeah, last month I did a buddy read with Kerry Ann from Woman vs Books and Emma from Emma's Bookish Lifestyle. We read Ordinary People by Diana Evans. It went really well. I really thoroughly enjoyed the buddy read. This coming month, I've got 2 buddy reads. I've got one with Emma from Emma's Bookish Lifestyle, where we're going to be reading All Rivers Run Free by Natasha Carthew. And I've also got a buddy read coming up with Brian from Brian's Bookshelves. I'm a big fan of Brian's channel, and I shall link Brian's channel. In fact, I'll link Kerry Ann's. I'll link every channel that I've mentioned down below this one. Brian's got a fantastic channel. He reads a lot of crime. Sometimes he reads what I like, sometimes he doesn't, which is good. I like palling up with booktubers that have a slightly different taste to mine as well, because it broadens your reading horizons as well, which is all good. Oh, monthly vlog. I've started doing a monthly vlog. I've been threatening to do this all year. So if I get enough half-decent footage, then I'll chop the video into two, and we'll do a first part of the month and a second part of the month. But I am trying to do, because I really enjoy vlogging. And sorry, can you hear the ice chinking in my drink? Let's put this down. I'm not going to put it down without a slurp though, are we? Yes, I really enjoy vlogging, and it's something that I wanted to do more of. And I generally keep the vlogging to when we're away on holiday somewhere, but I want to start doing monthly vlogs. And as I said, if I get enough half-decent footage, then I'll just chop the vlog into two, and we'll do a part one at the sort of midway point through the month, and then we'll do a part two at the end of the month. So I've started that already. So that's going to be coming up on the channel. Next week, I've been invited, I've been lucky enough to be invited to a behind-the-scenes tour of the London Library. So I'm going to be doing a bit of vlogging there as well, and I'll tell you more about that within the vlog. But next Thursday morning it starts quite early in the morning, but it's behind the scenes at the London Library. But I'll tell you about that more in the vlog. So that's coming up. The day after, we're going up to Yorkshire again, I think for the 6th time this year. You remember, for those of you that watch these GinWags, that Vicky's mum passed away recently, well, back in February, and we've been popping to and from Yorkshire since then, just to tidy things up. So we're going back up there again for a few days, because it's a beautiful place, and I'll include it in the vlog this time so you can see just what a gorgeous place Ripon, the city of Ripon is. It's stunning. It really, it's like a home. It's become my second home, if you like. And also, this is not going to be a grumble or a moan, but this is to people who write to me. I'll give you the background. I get a few emails from self-published authors that want me to read their book and review their books, which is fine, because I haven't put on any notes anywhere that I don't. I know a lot of people say, sorry, I don't review self-published books, but I think I'm going to have to put one on there, because I keep receiving these, and they're all unsolicited. They're all books that I haven't asked for. Look, anyone that writes a book, I've got the utmost respect for, because it takes time and dedication and, you know, various levels of skill to write a book, and I understand the achievement that the writers must feel. But if you're going to approach a booktuber such as myself, what I will say is at least do your research first. If you're going to send me an email saying that would I like to review this book, then at least take the trouble or make the effort before you send that email to check if I read that kind of material. I've had an email this week from someone, and I'm not going to name them because it's not fair. I've had an email from a self-published author, and the book is a sort of fantasy superhero type, demon type book. In no point over the last 10 months have I ever read anything remotely like this book. I read literary fiction combined with a fair amount of sort of crime thriller books. I don't read this kind of material. If you're going to send me an email and you want me to read your book, do your research. Find out what I like to read. It's out there. Watch the channel. See what I wrap up. See what I hold. See what I read. Do your research first, and find out if I'm the sort of booktuber is likely to read your book, because otherwise I'm not even going to touch it. But there are booktubers. If you've written a fantasy novel, you know, do your research and send them to people that read fantasy novels. If you've written a literary book, then yeah, I read literary fiction. That much is obvious. Then fine, send that book to me. Do your research. Don't be so speculative. That's it, really. That's all I've got for you on this GinWag. Hope you've enjoyed it. Whatever you're doing this week, enjoy your books, and I'll see you next time for another booktube. Can you hear it chinking away? I'll see you next time for another booktube video. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye bye.